Uh. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back, fight enthusiasts, to MMA Submission Source. We've got the latest buzz from the MMA world, and this time, it's about the future of a seasoned warrior. Let's dive into the details. Daniel Cormier has spoken out on the fate of Tony Ferguson, following his 7th consecutive loss to Paddy Pimblett at UFC 296. With this defeat, Ferguson now shares a record with BJ Penn for the most consecutive losses in the UFC. Cormier, on his ESPN show DC and RC, expressed his belief that it's time for Ferguson to hang up his gloves. Despite the unanimous sentiment from most, including UFC CEO Dana White, urging retirement, El Chuchuy remains resolute in continuing his journey. Ferguson even took to his Instagram stories after the loss, encouraging his fans to keep the faith and clarifying that retirement is not on the horizon. "I believe that Tony Ferguson should retire," Cormier asserted. "I really try to limit trying to show a man the door because nobody knows when someone's done until they know that they're done. Only Tony knows when it's time, but it seems as though he's the only one left that isn't sure. Everybody else feels pretty certain that that time has come for Tony Ferguson." Ferguson sought guidance from former Navy SEAL David Goggins, who was in his corner during the Pimblett fight. Despite Goggins hinting that Ferguson might be done, Cormier remained skeptical. "Many didn't even expect Tony Ferguson to go 15 minutes, so hats off to Tony for doing that," Cormier said on his YouTube channel. But David Goggins, who cornered him at UFC 296, came up to us at the end of the fight and said, "Tony may retire after this." And I said, "Well, is he?" He goes, "I don't know." But we gave our opinions and said, maybe it is time for Tony to retire. While his heart and his mind are still telling him to go, I don't necessarily know if his timing is still where it needs to be, because for a short period of time in those fights, you see the old Tony Ferguson. But as time goes on, he isn't the same guy. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story as we follow the fate of Tony Ferguson. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all the latest in the world of MMA. Until next time, fight fans.